Hello YouTube, this is Scorp1, and I have been asked by someone who's been watching my videos how I add images to the games that I've put on my Sega Genesis Ultimate Portable Game Player. And I thought, okay, well, they wanted me to make a video to show them how to do it, so I thought I would. This is my nth attempt at doing this. Anyway, here's what you're going to need. First of all, you're going to need to go to Arcade Ultimate. Yeah, Arcade Ultimate. SegaRetro.org/arcade_ultimate. I'll have the link in the description at the bottom. You need to scroll down on the page to MDB.dat file. Okay, images can be displayed for custom games on the SD card in the same way as built-in games by use of a MDB.dat file. Without the presence of the game on the card, be a blank space holder, we all know that. Okay, there are at least two tools that can edit or create a MDB.dat file, Screen Gopher or MDB_edit. I recommend downloading that one because Screen Gopher can cost you for some reason. But this one right here is free, MDB edit package.zip. So you click on that, you're going to need to download it. It's a zip file, so it's going to need to be either used with WinRAR, or Winzip or 7-zip, gzip, whatever you need to extract that file. So we're going to do that. I've made a folder on my desktop here and put everything I'm going to need for this tutorial inside that folder. And here it is, the MDB edit package file. You're going to click on that, and I've already extracted it to that package there so that it creates the name of the folder, so it's easier to use. And you're going to go in there, you're going to see it sitting there. It comes with the MDB.dat file that's preloaded with some other people's like game pictures and stuff, and I recommend creating your own. This file right here, untitled, that's my Photoshop. That's how I edit my pictures, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to use something basic like Windows Paint, which comes with every version of Windows. And I've tested this, and it actually does work. So here are the game pictures I've created right here. And the names mean things. Just always remember that. The names mean something. They're important. Names are important. Okay. So for starters, okay, I've decided to download Hardball. It's a USA. The exclamation point means something. Look into that. For just a tutorial demonstration here, Hardball is the game that I've downloaded. So I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to extract it here, and there it is right there. It's an MD file. It stands for Mega Drive. It's a ROM file from muparadise.me. Since I want to use that game, I need to find an image for that game. I recommend using a screen capture of the actual game you're going to have. You can get that either by playing the game in an emulator on your computer and capturing the screenshot, at normal display, or you can do like I'm about to do here. Open a new window, go to the search of, I use Google, I don't know what you use, Hardball Sega Genesis. That's what I'm going to look up. I'm going to go to the images, and it's going to display, I'm sorry about my internet, first of the year now, and people are on it everywhere in the world. I'm going to need to find an image that's about the normal size, because I want it to look normal on my screen, a little screenshot. And emulator sizes usually for the Sega are like 320 by 224, I think, pixels. So I'm going to use the search tools. You can use any image you want to. You don't have to use the images I'm doing right now, but or just any kind of screenshot or whatever you want to call it. Edit your own, make your own. Just as long as it's something that lets you know that's what that game is. So I'm going to look for exactly 320 by 224 and click go. And it's going to show me all the ones of that caliber there. Alright, we have that one. That's not it. It's not the game. I previewed the game in my emulator on my computer just to see what it looked like, and it looks like this one right here, which is from muparadise.me. I'm going to click on that and look at that image there. Hardball, that's exactly the one I got. Should have gone to that website and just copied that picture, but I didn't. Alright, I'm going to need a copy of this picture. So I'm going to right click, copy image. You could save the image. However you need to get it on your computer, you could do it. There's so many different ways to just, I just recommend copying it off the internet like that. It stores in the clipboard. Alright, I'm going to minimize that. And the next step is we're going to need a paint program. Since I decided, I use Photoshop, like I said earlier. Some people can use the paint.net, but everybody has Microsoft Paint. It comes with Windows, every version, since like back in the day at 3.1 and all that, I think. So I'm going to use my assistant to open that because I'm lazy. So here we go. Hey Cortana, launch Paint. Where'd she go? Hey Cortana, launch Paint.
Okay, opening Paint.
Hey Cortana, thanks.
Anytime.
Isn't that awesome? Alright, since we have Windows Paint open right now, and we've got our image that we've copied from here, again I'll copy it just anyway, we're going to need to now paste this image in here. This screen could be any size. I mean, it'll be probably like that when you first open it. However it is, this doesn't matter right now. What matters is just this little bit right in here that you're going to capture whatever you need. I mean, again, you can create anything you want to as long as the image is, let's see, 120 by 112, and it has to be in a bit depth of 8. And that's just the quality of it. It has to be really low quality to save into this file that we're going to create that holds all the images for our custom games. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I need to get about, let's see, I'm going to drag and copy about right there, that much, I'm going to select, let's say, right click, I'm going to copy what I've selected out of this, go to File, and Properties. No, I'm not. I'm going to paste that in. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Dude, I've done this so many times today, trying to figure out the best way to make this easier. And this is like my 20th attempt. So yeah, I suck at creating craptorials. Alright, we're going to go to File next. After we've pasted it in, there's our little paste. It's right there. We can, there he is right there. But it's easier to go to File here, Properties. We're going to set the width to 120, so it's 120 by 112, and click over right there. So we're going to end up with a picture again that's 120 pixels by 112 pixels. That's 120 across by 112 down. So I guess you call that 112p. I don't know. But anyway, there's that. Alright, since I have my picture, I'm sorry if I'm rushing through this. It's like the 100th time I've probably done this tutorial thing, trying to get it as best I can, so I've probably skipped a few things that I'm not supposed to skip. I'm not following any type of particular script or anything. Anyway, once we have our image of what we need right there, we're going to go to File, Save As. You could save it as a GIF. I've had them work before, but only in Photoshop when you set the pictures a certain way, because the pixels or amount of colors have to equal a certain amount. Like I think 64 to 63 is or 64 colors in the image in order to work correctly. I think it gives you an error sometimes if you put a GIF file in there and it's more than the amount of colors it needs to be. So for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to save it as a BMP picture, and we're going to click right here. It says Save Type As. Click down on that. 256 color bitmap. So there's that. We're going to name this Hardball, so I know what it's called, and click Save. Color quality might be reduced if you save the picture in this format. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Alright, we're done with Paint. We've created our little image. Again, you can have an image that is anything, you know, as long as it's 120 by 112 pixels. Play with editors, you know, Paint or something like that. As long as it is that size and the image is in the bit depth of, I think, 8-bit or something like that. Yeah, let me go to my game pics here and just confirm that. So these work. So properties, details, bit depth 8. Yeah, because the image has to equal a certain thing in order to show up inside the game and all of that. So yeah. Anyway, stop rambling. Let's continue. Alright, in our folder that contains the actual MDB Editor, it's called MDB _edit _en. En stands for English. We're going to open that file or that program, and we're given this blank thing here. Now it does come with the mdb.dat file that has someone else's saves on there. You can probably choose to use it if you download the games, but you got to make sure these names are right, and I'm going to get to that. So anyway, we're going to add this game. We're going to click here. This is for a brand new file. We're going to click here and call this Hardball because that's the game I've downloaded. Whatever name that you name this, the ROM file name on the SD card has to equal the same name. Now this thing will tell you on this website that you cannot use a period in the name, and a space is automatically inserted before a capitalized word. So if you put a space in yourself, you will see a double space in the device's menu. For example, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 would give you Sonic the Hedgehog 2 inside the file. So what you need to do is be very careful with how you name things. Right now I'm going to call this Hardball. I could put a capital B right there, but it'd create a space. So I'm just going to say Hardball. Alright, click and add. It adds it to the list over here. While it's highlighted and selected, you click on Set Screen, and then you find your image, which I've got in here in my game pics. Hardball right there. Click Open. The image is set right there. We're going to click Save MDB, and for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to save it inside my game save pics because I have a backup of the other one in the main folder that I actually use. The file needs to be called mdb.dat. I'm guessing uppercase. I don't know if lowercase. You know, DAT file. As long as it's that, I know that it works. So we're going to save that file. Close this out. Go into my game pics and look. There's the file that it created. It's only 16.3 kilobytes. Alright. Now I'm going to take my card out of my game player. Insert it in my little adapter and plop her right in. Right there. I'm going to go to my computer or this PC, however you access your card. Every one of them's different. Mine's an iDrive, yours can be something else. Whatever. Inside your SD card, click on the game folder you created when you added your games before. And you're going to see your list of games. Alright. You need to get that file in this folder. So you can either drag and drop it, copy and paste it, cut and paste, however you need to. I drag and drop because it's easy that way. And it added it at the bottom. So whenever I insert that, or I take the SD card out and insert it into the game system, the game Hardball, when I add it to the folder, will have an image next to it. But here's how you have to add a game. Remember, the name was just, for me, Hardball. One word, Hardball. It's a capital H, so it's automatically, you know, it's not going to add a space, but it does that afterward. I'm going to go to my folder here where I've already extracted the Hardball game, and you'll notice it says hard, capital ball, exclamation point. That means something, you know. I'm going to need to take out and rename this to match the image I created. You can name the image whatever, or as long as they both are the same and the spacing is the same. I'm going to take that out. I need to lowercase the b for ball because it would have automatically added a space or whatever in the data file. For some reason it does that. So once I have my file named exactly how it's named in the mdb.dat file, I copy over the game into the file, into the folder. Game can already be in there, however you need it. as long as it's named right. You know, hardball, there it is. It's in there. The MDB file, it's in there too. We're going to just confirm that. I'm going to open this up. Open the game one, the one that I copied over right there. Hardball and hardball. Aside from the .mdb, or I mean .md, because that's an extension on the file name. Stands for Mega Drive. The Mega Drive game works in there, so whatever. As long as the names match, and this has an image that matches, it should work. A lot of times, depending on how you save the file or the image, it won't work, or it'll get confused. But as long as the names are right, I haven't had a problem. Like, for instance, my game picks. Let me show you something here, though. This right here is my original one that I have. It comes with one, but I deleted it and created my own. But this is mine, so I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you how it looks. Open MDB. Go back here. Open my DAT file. This is the one that I have on my actual game, or my actual Sega portable device. There's Tetris, Clay Fighter, so you can compare these names over here. You know, Clay Fighter, and where is it? Clay Fighter. See, Clay space Fighter, Clay space Fighter. WWF Raw, WWF Raw, Super Mario. As long as the names are the same, aside from the file extension, that's all you need to do to make it actually work. Let me get that out of the way. I'm trying to figure that out. Okay. Street Fighter 2 New Challengers. See, it's the same. It just has the .md file. The .anything is an extension. So that is typically how you do it. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention anything, because again, I've done this so many times trying to get it just right. But I think that will help people learn how to use this, and to if you have any questions, just message me below and I'll try to help you as best I can. And if I forgot something, I'll try to respond and tell you what you may have missed or something. Again, this is for I use the MSPaint method of making a file. It's a lot easier to use other programs out there like Paint.net probably can do it. I use Adobe Photoshop because I've used Photoshop for years, and it's just easier for me to use that program. But yeah, say I want to right now add hardball to my game folder. I'll do that right here. I'll go like I may need to also select the last one. This is how I do it. I don't know if you can select any one of them in your thing and just add it and it automatically adds it underneath. I don't know. I see move up and down. I haven't used that. This is just how I do it. I'm going to click on Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm going to remove the text from that and type in hardball and just click add. And it'll add it underneath. Set screen, game picks, hardball, open. And then save the MDB file to the one that I have here, and just copy that file right on over, replace the old one. That way all of the pictures, all the games have a picture with them, except for Angry Birds. I was thinking about getting rid of that one anyway because it doesn't really play very well. It's a game port. But yeah, after you do all that, you take the card out of your computer, put it in your game player, and it should show it. Actually, I'm going to do that right now, even though you're not going to be able to see that it actually is there. But let's see, turning it on. If I had better editing ability or program, I'd actually show you what I'm seeing. But hardball, and yep, it shows it in there. There it is. So if you have any questions, again, just post them below. I'll have all the links to everything I use in this video, and hopefully that helps y'all out, with how the basics of doing this. It's not really too hard. You just have to know to get your names right and the depth of the pixel, like what is it, bit depth, or yeah, it has to be 8. and the colors, it says like 256 for bitmap, 64 for GIF files or GIF files. I don't know that PNG work. I haven't tested all of that. I know that it works for me, so I'm sticking with what works for me, and hopefully that'll help y'all out with whatever you need to do. And good day. Thank you for watching. Do not subscribe.